I knew I would be a hotelier.
Oh, is it?
I knew that because my elder brother took that path. And I was longing to travel. I was longing to be someone one day and to become a manager. So it's a vision that I had from 10, 12 years when I was 12 years old. And then growing up, you know, I had to keep the dream. I knew I'll be that. Apart from that also, I wanted to be a police officer.
What was attractive about being a cop?
I just wanted, I used to see, you know, during these National Day celebrations, and I used to see how the police would march at Nyayo Stadium, and at that time at Uhuru Park.
Yeah.
And my dad once took me to a celebration at Uhuru Park, and those, they're called the kifarus and everything when the itineraries, and they are displaying all those, you know, weapons. And I used to say, I need to be here one day. Actually, I gave it a try. I went for like 4 recruitments. After making me run 32 laps, then they're telling me that you failed in maths. Instead of just telling me you failed in maths, don't
run.
Don't run.
They made you run fast.
They made me run fast. Yes.
So it was that serious. You wanted to get into the forces.
I wanted to get into the forces. I tried. I was a scout in primary school.
Yeah.
Immediately after Form 4, whenever there was a recruitment, I tried. But whatever God had is what. The first dream that I had, that is what God wanted me to be.
Yes.
And here we are today.
Imagine that.
Yes.
So where'd you grow up? Which part of town?
I grew up in Kariobangi, a place called Downtown.
Downtown?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was started downtown because of the Jamaican, I think, downtown when late 90s and early 2000 when crime was crime. You know, when boys used to be shot dead, so we used to call it downtown.
I see.
Yeah.
So
that is where we grew up.
How many siblings are you?
We are 6.
Okay.
I'm the 4th one.
Okay.
So we are balanced. 3 boys, 3 girls.
Oh, nice, nice.
Yes.
So what was life like? So if you grew up, I don't want to call it a slum, is it?
It's a slum.
It's a slum?
It's a slum. It's a shanty, it's a slum.
So like how many rooms were like your house?
We started off with 1 room, 10 by 10. 6 kids, and actually we used even to rear animals inside that house.
2 parents, 6 kids, and some animals.
And that house was self-contained.
Wow.
The curtain separates the bedroom, then there was the living room area, then the kitchen was separated with another pazia, so they cook somewhere there. Then there's that a man's bedroom is there, then there's a chair in the living room.
Where do you sleep?
On the floor. At night, we take the table, then we spread mukekas and we sleep down, all of us. Mark, sometimes you have relatives visiting without telling you they're coming. You know, those days there were no phones. So you wake up at 5 a.m., somebody's knocking your door. The only thing he has is maybe a chicken or fish
You're
or
saying
ugali.
it in a way so funny.
It's life. This thing happened.
Did you feel it like it was different, or did you feel like something is amiss?
You know, when you're poor and the whole neighborhood is poor, you don't see. I used to see like we were rich back then. Because everybody else was poor. You know, when everybody else is poor and surrounding you, you don't realize these things. Until I went abroad is when I noticed, guys, we were poor.
Wait, by the time you were going abroad for your studies, you were there? You still lived there?
I left from there. But now the life was, everybody. You know, at some point, I think my dad saw the family was growing, and now he got the next room, which had a connecting door. So we had now 2 rooms. So one was like the bedroom and the living room, and the other was the kitchen and where we sleep.
So you felt wealthy in that neighborhood?
Very wealthy. But the level of poverty was real. I can tell you growing up was not easy, but back then we used to love each other. The neighborhood was so nice. It was just a family, everybody. We were brothers keeper and everything. So growing up was not easy.
Was it violent?
It was violent. Because I can tell you, I've lost a lot of friends there that we grew up with. I can't even count. I'm telling you a true story. And I wanted to tell you something. Growing up, you know, when we didn't notice we were missing things.
Yeah.
In the entire Kariobangi, there was only 1 TV. There was only one guy. No. What do you say? Our house. There was one guy who had a TV. So, you know, for you to go and watch the TV there, sometimes you see like the house which we used to go to school with one kid from that house. So, mkipatiwa mandazi, you have to cut that mandazi half. You go hunger him so that he can allow you in to watch the TV.
With a half mandazi?
Yeah. Those are the things that you could bribe people with. If you're lucky enough to cook chapo, you take half for him. Ama mkitoka shule unambebea bag ndo uende kwa muone TV.
Oh.
Yeah.